Hello, welcome to video 2 of a day in the life, in a journey in an African American man's life with prostate cancer. And again, I want to talk about why I do that. It's not to be divisive, but African American men are 1 in 6. 1 out of every 6 African American men will come down with prostate cancer, and everybody else is 1 in 8. And we're twice as likely to die from prostate cancer, which is why I spout off those statistics, and I probably will continue to do those. I am not a medical person, so I won't say things with medical terminology. What you see is what you get. I am now, I guess, 4 days away from my radical prostatectomy. And before I go into that, I want to say to know your numbers. Go get tested. I know everybody gets afraid of the finger test. I think I got the finger test the very first time, which was over 20 years ago. And ever since then, it's been my numbers. It's been my PSA numbers. They draw blood if the number is not where it's supposed to be, and then we do other tests. But I think everybody sometimes can be a little fearful of that archaic test. I get it. I understand. As I was starting to say, I'm about 4 days from my radical prostatectomy. And today is one of those days. And I wanted you to see the real emotion. Yeah, and I know we want to see the positive, but I want you to see sometimes you're going to go through some tough times. I haven't even had my surgery yet. Mentally, sometimes I'm up, sometimes I'm down. I appreciate all the prayers, people checking in, because I've had several, I have had many. I've had, it just, you go through some days, when you stop and think about it, yes, I'm gonna be cancer free, and I'm excited about that. But I'm also losing something. And I know people are like, oh, that's not a big deal to lose, but yeah, to a man, it kind of sort of is. We get it from teenagers. We've gotten excited about being able to see our orgasm. I'll say it that way and say it politely. And then now realizing that won't ever happen again, it hits you a little bit. And today's one of those days where it's hit me a little bit. But I wanted you to see some emotions. I didn't want to show all positive because it's not all positive. You do have cancer, and you know it. And so I wanted you to see both sides. Again, my surgery is coming up on Tuesday. I will try to get back on Monday, probably Monday morning, because Monday night I will, Alexa's telling me it's time for bed. Monday night I will probably still be dealing with the magnesium citrate, which is always fun. There you go. There's a joke, there's a laugh. So I love your prayers. I will appreciate your prayers. And if there's someone who needs to talk or wants to talk, just say something to me on this video and maybe we can get in contact with each other. And I would love to be a support group with somebody, and I would love somebody to be a support group with me, because sometimes I need it. So, it's very difficult. Sometimes I'm one of those people who always do for other people, so I struggle letting people do for me. So I'm being very vulnerable at this moment, especially showing emotions, because as men, we're taught not to do that. In which I now know that was not the right way. But I wanted you to see some possible emotions you may go through. Again, thank you for joining me, and stay tuned for video number 3.